Big Dappuccino here. The name of the channel is Deja View Realty Diecast Garage. Let me say that clearer. Realty Diecast Garage. And this is going to be show and tell 236. I wasn't expecting to have too much of a haul at the beginning of. It's been a combination. I should say it's been a 2 week process, probably a week. 2 weeks. I started off with one of the CVS hauls. I wasn't even looking for diecast there. I was there just to get some regular stuff for around the house, toothpaste and stuff like that, And lately, this CVS, not the location near me, the location pretty much I use when I'm going, well, I should say, leaving work on my way home, because I work in DC, Washington, DC, and I live in Northern Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia to be correct. But this location is actually in Arlington, Virginia, and it's not too far from the Pentagon and a shopping center it's called Pentagon City Center. It's across the street from the mall, which is pretty more famous. It's very famous. Pretty much most of the tourists and stuff will be over at that mall location. But I like the shopping center across the street because it has a Marshalls, it has a Five Below. It also has a Nordstrom Rack, but they don't really do diecast like that. It also has a Best Buy, which really isn't good for diecast either. But CVS, which is also in that location, will catch you by surprise because sometimes they have stuff and sometimes they don't. Lately, they've been having these working rigs, and probably the car's messed up, probably due to me. I got this GMC, what's this, T85? Should say T8500 airport service truck, which is licensed. It's a GMC. And it's Matchbox working rigs. I already did the research. This is 2026 release, so kind of pricey. I think $8.99. I don't know if they go for cheaper in some locations. I thought at one time they were like $5.99 or $6.99 or something like that, because they have plastic wheels. They have detail and moving features, but plastic wheels. And also, I got that one earlier, like late last week or last week sometime. And I got this one kind of near the end of this week. And I think either on Thursday or either Wednesday. I think Thursday. And it's an International Durastar box truck. And it's also a Matchbox working rigs with a UPS livery. So I had to have this. Got like 2 international flatbeds. I think some other international truck from Matchbox too, so that's pretty cool. Keep going. I was able to go to Target on, what was that? I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, because I had training on Tuesday, so I ended up getting out of work. Well, we went to the training and we went straight through. It was CPR training. I got certified or whatever, and we worked right through lunch. So we worked from 9 o'clock And I think we got out of there like maybe before 3 o'clock. So that was cool. And I was able to go to Target. And they had some main lines. They didn't have everything I was looking for, but they did have some. Got this Batmobile, and I think that's a blue. Kind of like a metal flake blue, navy blue or something. Or marine blue. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, pretty cool. I collect this casting. I'm gonna put the main lines in a bag because so I need more space up here. Got this Audi 94 Audi Avant RS2 from the Wagons series. Cars are kind of beat up. I think mainly due to me, the way but I'm not a card collector for most main lines, so I'll probably end up hitting these things, tearing them up. And got the 2011 Corvette Grand Sport from then and now. I said the Audi is from the Wagons. I collect this casting. That's pretty cool. Kind of put it out. Details left on the casting. It's pretty cool. I said it's the 2011 Corvette Grand Sport from then and now series. Headlights are done, taillights not done. To me, that's a waste. But, you know, once the castings get older, I think like past 5-6 years, sometimes depending on how they feel, they'll get rid of the headlight detail and the tail light detail. They feel like it. Got the 88 Mitsubishi Starion HWJ imports. Feel like they could have did a little more justice to this, even though they kind of made it so it's detailed there because they broke it up, and I guess that's part of the windshield, that taillight part, which was slick, and I guess so they could do that part right there in the front. I like the wheels on this. It has red interior, HWJ imports. It's pretty cool. Good foundation for a custom. Got the Porsche Taycan Turbo S in blue. Headlights and taillights done. HWEV. Then we got the 82 Toyota Supra. Taillights is done. It does have hideaway lights up here, so they could get away with not doing the headlights, but they could have put a white stick up there because they got it, one of the headlights up, but there's no, real headlight there. Oh, what's the point? You might as well just left the headlight down if you were going to do that. But we got the louvers up there. Tried to make it look like it had louvers on the back window, like a lot of them did. And it is left-hand drive. It's bad it's not right-hand drive, but oh well. Except for the main lines from Target. Got some premiums while I was Target. I had to make some decisions. Got a 1957 Chevy Bel Air from Racing Champions. You know, I have a Bel Air. I don't think I have one in this color too, but I don't. I think mine has black interior instead of this red and white interior. The steering wheel is big as a mug, though. Good gracious. Why they make the steering wheel so big? Other than that, it's got a classic look to it. Oh, so they got a new Racing Champion Chase. They call them Gold Strikes. Interesting. Oh, so Racing Champion, they don't tell you how many is on how many units it's gonna be. Maybe they stopped doing that a long time ago. Because they don't do it on Auto World all the time. Like this one, it used to tell you how many pieces were released worldwide. But they don't have it on this one. And this is an Auto World 1971 Plymouth Sport Fury GT. My father had a 69. No, he had a 72. Yeah. Well, I should say my parents. My mother drove it just as much as he did. Because didn't he have another car? Yeah, he did. He had the Javelin, I think. He had an AMC Javelin, too. They had so many cars. One point they had a Falcon, I think, which my mom drove more. And then my dad was driving the Plymouth. If they didn't have the Plymouth, they had a Cadillac by then. Then my father got a Corvair, I think. No, I can't remember. Anyway, the color for this is amber, Sherwood Poly. They don't say what engine is. So this has the 440 Super Commando V8. I think my family, they only had the 383 under there. Fury. And last but not least, I shouldn't have put those up. Those are premiums. They can stay. Sorry. And last but not least, I went to Barnes and Noble, and they had this Silver Series that I know you've seen on other people's channel. It's the Hot Wheels Silver Series, I think it's called. It's not. It's counterpoint to Japanese historics, but I think they said, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's the Japan import cars. And you get the Nissan Patrol Custom. You got a Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, which are 2 off-roads. Then you got the Datsun Fairlady 2000. It's early forerunner of the Fairlady Z's and 240Z, what we call it. But this was before that, so it was Japan only car. This is what I got it for. This 95 Monster RX-7 with the mixed match wheels. Because it's detailed in the back. That bad boy is sweet. And then you got a Honda Civic SI. Look like it's early to mid 2000s. And then you got this 98 Toyota Altiza, which over here it was the IS 300 Lexus. So it's a pretty solid set. Mainly got it for these two cars right here, to be honest. I should say them three, because I like the Honda too. I could deal without the Fairlane. Fairlady, I should say. They could have put a 240Z in there. And put a Nissan Skyline or Sylvia in there instead of that Nissan Patrol. And for the Mitsubishi, I could have did they could have did an Evo or the Eclipse. I'm sorry, but that's pretty cool. Great addition to collection. Paid $20-something for it though, but I didn't know if I would see it somewhere else, and it'd probably be more at Hobby Lobby. So, wow, I got it from Barnes and Noble. Yeah, I didn't see it at Target either. So that's it. Want to thank the subscribers for holding me down. Like I always say, this is not the best. The diecast channel is not the worst either. The model here is to show a little love to the diecast. Random viewers who happen upon this channel, hope you decide to subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like, or if you feel like it, hit the dislike button. It's good to leave comments behind. Notice it's not too many comments being left behind. It's maybe you're streaming and not commenting, but I mean, it's just good to get the views, to be honest. Hit 100 views on the last one. Views been up and down. 100 is good for me. Anything past 100, that means I'm doing great. You know, I don't always have the latest models. I'm behind on a lot of things. Some things I can't even find on the pegs in my area. Yeah, because when I was at Target, I seen some theft. It happens, man. Scalping happens too. Scalping is different than theft. That's when people come and they buy up the whole set, like 2 sets, or the cars they want from the sets, and leave what they don't want behind. Yeah, it's a lot of peg warmers up there. A lot of fantasy castings, man. So, with that said, peace and blessings. Until the next video, Big Dappuccino signing out.